Good morning, and thanks for joining me here at Moving to the Magic Valley. Sometimes in life, you get to a point or you're just looking for a lifestyle. Maybe you're ready to move into that today. I'm hoping I can show you some options that might fit your lifestyle search here in the Magic Valley. And if this is your first time on the channel and you want to know all there is to know about moving to the Magic Valley, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and you'll be the first to know about the current market here in South Central Idaho. My name is Carol Nolan and I've been living in the Magic Valley for almost 20 years. And I love helping people make a smooth move to the Magic Valley. And if that's you in the next 9 days or 9 months, make sure you reach out. All of my contact information is in the description below. And today we're going to take a look at some homes throughout the Magic Valley. The first one is going to be in Jerome. One thing about Jerome, when we look here at the map, we see that Jerome is right along Highway 84. And that goes through Burley and down to Boise the other direction. And you've heard me in previous videos say that it seems like this area is going to be where the business is going to be growing in the next few years. And so now is a perfect time for looking for jobs here in the area. And if you're into logistics or if you're a truck driver, there's been a multitude of jobs listed in this area that pay extremely well for the Magic Valley. Even my son recently got a job in Jerome as a warehouse manager, making a salary his dad and I are jealous of. And that's what you want for your kids. So if this field is of interest to you, and I suggest you check out job websites that cover the Magic Valley area, and you'll find plenty of job postings with immediate hire. So let's go to our first home at 470 Golf Course Road in Jerome. And what I love about this home is that it has that RV garage. If you, like I said, this area loves camping, getting out into the open, and if you have a nice RV, keeping it covered is just amazing. So we see our house here, which has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, and a total of 2,515 square feet. It's listed at $675,000, and it's on 1.24 acres. Now this house is a little different as we look at the home here. What I like about the garage area, it has the RV parking and additional garage, a 2-car garage attached to the house, and you can definitely tell that there's some room there for a shop. So it really does have a lot of opportunity. This is inside the shop, and so you can see the RV that's parked in there, and there's plenty of room on the side. There's a workbench that's going to be left in the garage area. Plenty of room for your toys and things that you need to take care of the property. Has a nice beautiful tree out front. It's just a mile. This is our golf course, so you know this is just a mile from the golf course. I was just at the Blue Lakes golf course the other day in Jerome. Absolutely gorgeous course. You have to wind down into the canyon, and it's just beautiful views, beautiful course, very popular. This house also has a circular driveway, which makes it a heck of a lot easier to get those RVs and larger vehicles onto your property and put into your garage. This gives you an overview of the area, so you can see there's some farmland. So if you like country living, this definitely will meet that need, away from everything. But Jerome, remember, Jerome is just like 15 minutes down Highway 93 into Twin Falls. So it's, you know, even if you work into Twin Falls area, you're very close. They're talking about building another bridge to get into the Jerome area because it is growing so much, so that it's not just the Prime Bridge that you have to go across. So, and then here's some beautiful photos that they took of the views from your back patio. You know, just the sunrises and sunsets are absolutely gorgeous here in the Magic Valley. But as we go into the home, like you see, it's a basic home. It does have a front yard, nice front yard, a nice front porch. This is a home that has the above the garage bonus room, which is really nice. It's nice for things like if you have guests that come occasionally, you can make it into a nice guest room. If you want it into an office, you can do that. If you need it for your kids and grandkids, you know, it's a great area that you can use for that purpose. And as we enter the house, you can see that it has a very nice wood flooring, a gas fireplace. Oh, I did want to show you. Let me go back a couple pictures. So back here, over here, we see that there's a propane tank. It has central air, and the heating is propane. So that would be a cost you'd have to consider. And as we go into the house and we saw the fireplace, I'm sure that's a gas insert that's run off the propane also. And like I said, it has a nice area as you enter it, but it enters right into the living room, so you have to like that or be comfortable with that. And it is a great room area. As you can see, there's the kitchen right off to the side here, and it has a very interesting bar area, or that countertop area. It's all brick or rock on the bottom, so it's very interesting. Nice can lighting in the kitchen ceiling. Here's your pantry. Appliances included are the refrigerator, the oven range, and it is a gas range, which is really nice, because in the country you're going to find everything's electric. We just don't have gas running out to those areas, so that's why they have propane. They wanted a gas stove, and so they use their heating on that also. Not sure of the price of propane, but you would want to maybe check that out, because that can vary from year to year. And like I said, the fridge is included, which is a nice bonus. It has an under-the-counter sink. It has granite countertops. And here's your exit out to the back. Pantry is just always nice too. It has nice wood, cabinetry. The dining area looks like it would hold a huge table, but they just have a small one there. Nice windows. I like lots of natural lighting. That seems to be a big thing that a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people. And as we go into the primary suite, you see that it has, windows. Your master or your primary bathroom is right off to the side there. I'm not sure if that's a king size bed or not, but it looks like a good size bed. The primary bath, it does have the dual sinks, which are separate. Sometimes I like that, like two totally different areas for, a husband and wife. Has a nice soaker tub. Then it takes us, I don't think it has a shower in the primary. It takes us up to that additional room over the garage. It doesn't have a bathroom upstairs, but like I said, this is a great room. There's so many things that you could do with it. It's like a flex room. You can just make it into anything that you want to. Crafts, office, kids, great. And then here's your second bathroom. Nice wood, nice contrast, something different. Countertop under the sink still. A full bath. And additional bedrooms. All the bedrooms have fans, which is always nice too. So, and I like decorating with musical instruments, so I like that in the room. This is where you come in from the garage. So it has a nice large area where these cabinets may be moved. The seller may take those, but you could put them, hooks in the wall or places for boots really easily, because it has a nice space there. And lots of countertops. And as we head out to the backyard, you have a covered patio area, and the jacuzzi spa that you see there, that's included with the home, which is also a very nice bonus. We go back out to some outside. It has a really cool, there's the back patio, and then this little area over here is a barbecue area. So if you like to barbecue, entertain outside, there's plenty of room with the 1.24 acres. So, and you can, make your outside an oasis. So, and like you said, there's not houses all right around you. So it's just a really nice area to come outside and enjoy. And here's that barbecue area. So so this is our first step. It's, like I said, $675,000. It's a lifestyle, living out in the country on some acreage, close to a golf course. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm thinking that this home in Jerome, and you're into logistics or truck driving, this might be the perfect area for you. Our next home is in Twin Falls. It's at 453 Mahard Drive, M-A-H-A-R-D. And as you can see, there's a little bit of housing around you. This is listed at $774,990. It is a 3-bedroom and 2-bath with 2,770 square feet. So it has a lot of square footage. It is a single level also, which is very nice. It has fenced area, so if you have pets, this might be something you're more interested in. Oh, and I forgot to tell you on the Jerome house, they do have a well, and it's an artesian well. This home also has a well, and in the countryside homes, you're going to have a well normally and be on septic. When you're purchasing a home, the seller will have a well company come out, make sure everything is working properly, and you have a septic company out to come out and clear that out to zero for you before you move in. It's just part of moving into homes that have wells and septic. So as we come into this next house, it's on 2.746 of an acre. So you've got a little bit more acreage, more space, depending on what you want to do there. There'd be plenty of room for you to put in a barn, or if you want to have a horse, and this is in Twin Falls, which is highly unlikely. You know, Twin Falls doesn't have a lot of acreage properties this close to town, because this is right along the canyon. As you're coming into Twin Falls from the Buhl area, it's just right before you get into town, and there's some small subdivision that has acreage. It's called the Meander Point subdivision. So just right before Twin, so you have easy access. You're right on the canyon rim. You can walk to the canyon rim. Just for your recreation activities, you can go right down to the golf course, Blue Lakes Golf Course. No, that's not Blue Lakes Golf Course. That's the Canyon Golf Course, right at the bottom of the canyon. They also have a beautiful Centennial Park where you can go kayaking or just to enjoy the park. Just a beautiful place to just relax and kick back. You can go kayaking. So it's got easy access to outdoor activities. Plus, you're right in town. You've got all of your shopping, all of your medical, all of your restaurants, all of your activities of things to do. You're not far. That's what's cool about Twin Falls, is you're not far from going out and getting into the outdoors almost anywhere. So that's amazing. So we'll take a look at some of that. I think this is a backyard picture, so you can see the back patio and the overview. It's got lots of mature landscaping, which is nice, but you can see how close you are right here to the canyon rim. Just like I said, it's just walking distance. And we do have that canyon trail that goes along the canyon rim too, and it's an easy access for you from this home. But like I said, the canyon is just absolutely beautiful. Just a gorgeous area to live and be so close to the city of Twin Falls. So there's all your overhead pictures, and there's still farming all around. So it's like you're not quite in town, but I want to say you're less than 5 minutes from Costco. So like I said, they really did a lot of nice overhead shots. As we come into the house, you can see it's got paneling. It's not paneling, siding. It's got siding here. Interesting color gray, but this is an interesting texture right here on some of the front piece of the house. And there's your 2-car garage. Like I said, this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with 2,770 square feet. So it's got lots of square footing. And as we come to the kitchen, this thing up above the stove is the vent that goes up. But nice cabinetry, granite countertops, great room effect. Kitchen goes right into the living area. This one also, this one does not include the refrigerator, but this kitchen does have a nice bonus in it. All the appliances are included. It has a double oven, which I don't know about you, but entertaining a double oven is just, especially for holidays, just a really nice added bonus. It does have 2 water softeners in the house, and in the Magic Valley area, the water can tend to be hard, so water softener is a great bonus. It does tell a little bit of the age of the house because they have that highlight wall, but as you can see, it's nice and spacious. Now this does have electric heating, but it does have a heat pump to help save you some money on the heating costs. Lots of windows, so you have nice open, lots of natural lighting. And this fireplace, I'm assuming it's gas also, and that there's a propane tank that feeds that. Looks like there's high ceilings, which I think just makes the room look so much bigger, any room. I like the brick against the wall. Fireplace is a lot of ambiance in your dining area. I love the wood around the windows too and the doorways. It's just, this home was built in 1978. So it's just, I think something that came with that era, just a sign of quality. And as we take a look at some of the bedrooms, this has like you can tell like a bedded area. And then you go into the primary bath, and I love the dual sinks. Again, separate sinks with lots of cabinetry, soaker tub, and a nice walk-in shower here. That's all tiled. A lot of tiling on the bathroom floor. So like I said, just a nice sign of a custom type upgrade. You see the flooring, there's not carpet in the bedroom, which is nice. I like the LVP all the way throughout. I have carpeting in my house, but if I get to change that, I will definitely have wood or LVP throughout the whole thing. Like I said, here's that wood against the windows. Again, I just like that outline. I think it's just a very nice touch. The closets does kind of date the house. You can see those wood closets that pull out, but maybe nostalgia is kind of your thing. And this is our next bathroom. Nice tile up along the shower walls, tiled countertop. And this home also has an office. So it has the 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and an additional office. So that's always a nice bonus. I like the office door with a little bit of frosted glass, which looks nice. This looks like it's right off the kitchen, and this is like a sunroom area. I love starting plants. It's just too cold to start them. We can have freezes up through Mother's Day. So, it's just kind of nice to have an area, if you don't have a greenhouse, that you can start your plants or keep plants in front of a window to keep them green and growing and beautiful all year. And then you can see there's a nice door leading out to the back patio. And this is your laundry room. And lots of nice storage, which is great. I don't know anybody who doesn't want more storage. And then we come back out to the outside of the house just to get some more views of that. And then that beautiful canyon rim. So, it's just, this is just one of the wonderful things about living in the Magic Valley, is that we have access to this canyon rim and the Snake River. We have all kinds of beautiful parks. There's all kinds of kayaking. There's hiking just about everywhere. Sometimes there's like that intense bike riding in places. It's just really nice. And we've got a lot of businesses coming. Our community is growing. There is Gertie's Pizza, which went out of business, but they're turning it into something called the Terracotta Plaza. They're going to have all kinds of food trucks, an outside open eating area. They're going to have vendors come in. They're going to have an area that you can do events, there. So it's just exciting. Especially if you're an entrepreneur, it'll be somewhere where you can display or maybe get interactive with what your new business is. So it's just, like I said, we're growing. We have a lot of potential here in this area. This is a great time to get here. It's February now, February 2026. So, this is a great time to buy a home. As spring comes up, that's when the market really starts to pick up. So I always encourage people, our prices are stabilizing. So this house was listed back in August of 2025. They haven't dropped any in the price. The price is still listed at $774,990, but it's that over 2 acres and being right on the canyon rim that I think they're holding out, waiting for that buyer that wants that lifestyle with all the outdoor activities, but the city right next door. And so, and our next one, I always have to bring you back to Buhl. So our next one is 1785 River Road. And this home is 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's got 2,314 square feet. It's listed at $1,050,000. And you may be asking why. Well, this is the riverfront access. This home is right on the Snake River in Buhl, and hence River Road. It's, if you love boating, if you love just the quiet of the river running by, if you love that type of ambiance, and this home is on just over 1 acre. It has that nice 2-tone out front. It's the siding. But here's our river access. So you have a little dock right outside the house. You just walk right down and you're right on the river. That would be a dream. I don't know that that will ever be something that I'll be able to get to, but living right on the river, about 20 years ago, I might have been able to do it. But today, at $1 million, maybe not. But maybe that's something that you would like to entertain. You know, and as we go into the house, we see nice flooring, we see canned lighting, we have a beautiful door, nice dining area, the windows for that natural lighting, a beautiful, nice neutral color throughout the house. But I believe the countertops are laminate in the kitchen, but it's a very nice, inviting with the grays. And that, I'm sure that was an update. This house was built in 1971. It also includes the fridge in this one, and there's also a play set outside that gets to be included also. So nice breakfast bar. Is it's got stainless steel appliances and stainless steel sink. So it's just, you know, the views, it truly is $1 million view. I do have carpet in part of the home. Here's one of the restrooms. But it has an under the counter sink, so you can tell that was an update. Like I said, that beautiful view right out your window. Can you imagine that every day? I love the living area. It has a fireplace for that ambiance kind of thing, but just to have that view outside of your living area all the time is just amazing. It's just a gorgeous atmosphere all the time. So it's just beautiful. You know, one of their rooms is an office. Here's your second bathroom, which has dual sinks in it, which is nice. The play area that you see here, that's included. They also have some batting cages, but the seller is taking the batting cages, so apparently they love baseball. Nice back patio, small covered area, but plenty of room to entertain. That beautiful tree in the back there, you know, it's just going to be gorgeous during the spring and summertime. And this fire pits, just another lifestyle, just a step up. You know, what a great place to relax, invite people to, entertain at. So it just offers a lot. And all this mature landscaping, you know, during the spring and summer when it's all leafed out, it's just going to be absolutely gorgeous. That play area for your kids will be amazing. Let me see. It has a 3-car garage and a carport. So your vehicles will all be taken care of. The garage is separate from the house. Over here, you can see it over here on the right of the screen. So, but that could easily be a shop, you know. Though you do have to park your cars there and walk in the house. You know, you don't have one right into the house, which sometimes that might be bad. But right on the river like this is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, like I said, and to go on vacation, your house would be the vacation house. You'd never have to leave home. You could just always be on vacation while you're at home. So, like I said, just a beautiful lifestyle, and that might be just right for you. Like I said, the Snake River is absolutely gorgeous. I wonder, does it have flood insurance? It does have water shares. You're with Twin Falls Canal Company, but it doesn't look like flood insurance isn't required. So right on the river, and you're not required to have flood insurance, which is nice for the area. So yeah, like I said, these are just some beautiful lifestyles that Magic Valley offers. Moving here, you could experience so many different lifestyles, and I would love to help you get into any one of these houses or search for a lifestyle that fits you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you loved some of these. Even if you don't buy a house on the river, you have river access all the time. Like I said, we really do have beautiful waterfalls all throughout the Magic Valley. It's just an amazing place to live. It's like we have lots of job opportunity that's growing now in the area. Our towns are growing, and we have so many fun, creative things that you can get out and enjoy and do. And it's just, like I said, it's just a lifestyle that's almost uncomparable. And I think to other parts of the West Coast, which are our neighbors, the prices are really affordable. If that's something that you can manage. Like I said, you just never know where everybody's at in their life. So if any of these are for you today, reach out. I'll be glad to send you the link, or maybe make contact with you if you're coming to the area or if you live in the area, and show you one of these homes. So God bless you as you make that move to the Magic Valley, and join me next time on another search of a home that's perfect just for you.